Hey everyone, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're gonna kind of throw it back a little bit and do content that I used to do a really long time ago back in high school when my channel first started blowing up, and that is like a piercing video. Now, I'm not going to be doing the piercing myself like I used to. I do not have the strength and the balls to pierce myself anymore. It's just not something that I'm interested in at my big age, but back in the day I used to pierce myself literally all the time. But today I'm actually going to a professional, so I'm going to be getting both of my eyebrows pierced tonight. And I have wanted this piercing forever. If you guys remember a couple years ago, like 4 years ago, I tried to pierce my own eyebrow and I just, I think I pierced it a little too shallow and I just took it out before it started scarring and everything. So I want to get both of them done so the symmetry of my face looks a little bit better with these two. And then I eventually want to get my nose redone on this side because I used to have two on this side and then I took them out. But eventually I'm gonna have boop, boop, boop. And then that's all I kind of want with facial piercings. Now, I want to do a little bit of a glow up before we go because I want to be able to look hot in my picture afterwards. Hopefully, like, it looks good enough where I'm like immediately afterwards, like, yeah, taking pictures of myself. So the first thing that I've been wanting to do for a while is a lash lift and tint. So I got myself a lash lift and tint kit. And it seems pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. It comes with all the supplies you need to lift and tint your eyelashes. And I'm also going to use the dye to dye my eyebrows since I probably won't be able to put any eyebrow makeup on. Of course, the one day that I am getting this done, I have acne like in the middle of my head right here, which I haven't had acne here in like a year. So, of course, that one spot. That one spot. But I have really light eyebrows and really light eyelashes. They're also like stick straight. So I want to try to make them look a little bit nicer because I don't really wear makeup too often anymore. So when I'm not wearing makeup, I would like to look a little bit and feel a little bit prettier. So this is definitely not sponsored. I spent my own money on this, but it comes with like all of the tools, all the instructions, 1, 2, 3. It was only like 25 bucks. This is like the dye to dye your lashes like a brownish color. Okay, I think I want like dark red hair. So I'm mixing Arctic Fox's Wrath and Ritual together. I will link it down below. Arctic Fox is the only hair dye brand I use, and I have a discount code with them. So if you ever see a hair color and you want to know what it's from, it's always Arctic Fox. So while this is sitting in my hair, I'm gonna do my lashes, and I have like 4 hours to get everything done, so. Okay, I did the lash kit, and this one curled my lashes so well on this side. Like, look how pretty they look, but this side wouldn't curl. So I might try again when I get out of the shower, but like, I have always had issues with my lashes not curling well on this side, but this side, look how good. Beautiful. Okay, it's kind of hard to see, but here's what my lashes ended up looking like. This one curled a little bit less than this one, but it still curled. I dyed my eyebrows with the kit. I just left it on for like 5 minutes, so it wasn't super dark. It's still a little bit darker than I usually like, but it's fine. And then my hair is like a burgundy color. I feel like you literally can't even see the color. There you go. But I am on my way to go get the piercings. I'm not allowed to film in the studio at all, which is fine. I'm not mad about it. But since I'm not allowed to film, I can't show you guys it happening, but I will talk about how it felt and everything afterwards, and then day by day I'm going to show you guys the aftercare and like just explain to you guys like the pain and everything that happens after the piercing. So let's go get it done. I'm gonna shit my pants. I'm so nervous. Okay, so it's a couple hours later, probably like 4 hours later after getting the piercings. Here is what they look like. As you can see, I took off all of my makeup and everything. Honestly, I have a really bad headache, which I know is normal, but I have a really bad headache, so I got overstimulated by my makeup and I took it off as soon as I got home. But here is what we are looking like. As you can see, this side is way more swollen than this side. She did put longer barbells in to account for swelling because of situations like this, because as you can see, there's a lot more bar on this side that's not swollen compared to this side that is swollen, and this side keeps bleeding at the top. I do accidentally keep like hitting it. Even if I like touch my hair, I accidentally like touch it, so I have to be more like hyper aware of my face now. I love the way that it looks when I look in the mirror and then I take a photo or a video of myself and I think it looks ugly. Like I feel like I look like an alien or something. So I think I just need to get used to it. I promise it looks better in person. Like I actually even think it looks better when I don't have makeup on, but I just feel like it doesn't translate well on camera. I don't know, I think I'm just being hypercritical of myself, but I just washed my face for the night using my normal cleanser. So I just washed my face normally, and then I sprayed a little bit of my piercing aftercare spray on it and just kind of patted it with a Q-tip to get the little like blood off that was dripping down my face. This side hurt more than this side. She did this side first. This hurt like a 4 out of 10. This hurt like a 3 out of 10. This one didn't really hurt as bad. I can definitely tell I'm gonna have some bruising and swelling more on this side for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious how much more swollen this side is, but it was a really, really good experience. I saw Candace at Worthwhile Tattoo Company in Douglasville, Georgia, so I'll link them down below. They were really great. I will update you guys sometime tomorrow with what they are looking like, but here is a couple hours after the piercing, and we'll see how much it changes tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is the end of the next day. So I got my piercing yesterday. Now it's today. Here is what they're looking like. So you can see that they're definitely more swollen. There's less bar showing on either side. So definitely was a good idea to have the longer bars. That's why she's a professional, of course. I've had a headache all day today. No matter how much pain medication I take, it's not going away, so I'm gonna go to sleep. But I've had a headache all day, and I read online that a lot of people have headaches after, so if you're wanting to get this done, maybe do it a day where you don't have to like work the next day or like work the weekend or something, because I was pretty miserable at work all day today. Speaking of work, you know, I'm blowing out dirty dogs, hair everywhere, like hair in my face. I did like a really dirty dog, and afterwards, I cleaned the piercings, but that is the only time I cleaned it during the day. So when I woke up this morning, I cleaned them. And then in the middle of the day at work, around lunchtime, I cleaned them. And then when I got home today, I washed my face with like my normal cleanser and then just washed my face that way and cleaned it up the best that I could. My piercer did say that like the saline wound wash spray can really like dry it out if you clean it too much. So it's just important to keep it clean, but not too clean where you're completely drying it out. So you can see there's some crusties, and like normally I would just wipe those off as soon as I saw them. But I've noticed that like the more I wipe the crusties off, the more it just keeps coming back. So I'm gonna go to bed for the night. I might wake up with a black eye. I've noticed that there's a significant amount of bruising starting like under right here. We might get some bruising in the morning. I'm not too sure. Hopefully I don't have a headache tomorrow. Okay guys, we're on day 3 of healing, and here is what they look like. So you can see a little bit of bruising here, not much on this side at all. I honestly was expecting there to be more bruising than there is, so just to have it like on that little part right there, not bad. I think I'm not having as much bruising as a lot of other people because she didn't use a clamp, and I feel like a lot of people get bad bruising when clamps are used, so maybe that's why. Just assuming, I don't know. But honestly, I haven't had any issues with them. I'm very hyper aware of them, so I've been really careful, like putting my hair behind my ears. When I'm putting shirts on, I take my shirts off very slowly to make sure that I don't hit them. I haven't had issues wearing glasses. I've gotten a lot of questions from you guys, like asking things about them, so I'm gonna try to answer some of them. I don't have any issues wearing glasses at all. Like, the glasses don't even touch them. At least the ones that I wear. I know that there's glasses that have like really big lenses, so those might be an issue, but the ones that I wear don't. When I look up, I do see them. I can see them in my field of vision, and also my eyelashes touch them. At least it feels like they are when I look up. If I'm looking forward or looking down or to the side, I cannot see them, but if I look up, I do see them. So, for example, when I'm watching TV in the living room and I'm looking up at the TV, it is quite uncomfortable, and I do not like watching TV in here because I can see them, and also it just kind of hurts my eyes a little bit having my eyelashes like touching them. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, a lot of you guys have been asking if it hurt. I already talked about that. This side hurt more, and obviously by the reaction afterwards, it's definitely, there was more struggle to get the needle in, whereas this side went in very quickly. I am really glad that I dyed my eyebrows beforehand, so I don't have to worry about them, because you're not supposed to wear makeup around them, for pretty much the entire healing period. So if you're looking into getting your eyebrows done, I would recommend dyeing your eyebrows so you don't even have to worry about putting any makeup or anything on them, because honestly, my eyebrows are looking really, really good in my opinion, other than me breaking out, my skin being all dry. I have been really careful with like how much I've been washing my face, because like I said earlier in the video, I don't want to like dry out the piercings from washing my face and cleaning the area too much. So I pretty much just wash in the morning, during the day if I am doing something really dirty like at work, but if I'm just like sitting at home and my face is not getting dirty, then I don't do it. And then of course when I'm taking a shower, like the hot water runs over my face, and that's about it. Like twice a day mainly is when I just kind of like make sure that they look okay, but they don't hurt. Like when I move my eyebrows around, like I do not feel them. The only time I ever actually feel them is just when I am looking up and I'm like aware that they're in my field of vision. I'm not gonna lie, I've already been getting like comments from people in real life, not saying who, like making just kind of annoying comments about them. So, you know, I already had facial piercings. Like these are not like normal piercings that most people have. So like I already get used to like getting certain comments and stuff, but for some reason, eyebrows get weird comments. Like I've been getting some offensive comments from people in my personal life about them. So yes, just be hyper aware of comments that people might make about them. Specifically people telling me I look like I have antennas, which I just think is like a really rude thing to say, even if you're making a joke. So if you see people with a new piercing, don't make rude comments about them, because they're already trying to get used to the piercing on themselves, and then like rude comments are just not necessary. Like I have to get used to these on my face. I'm not used to these on my face. They are very in your face for sure. And in a couple of weeks, like they're going to be downsized. They're not going to be as like noticeable in your face, but unfortunately for the first couple of weeks with most piercings, they are usually big. They don't really like fit your face as well as you want them to, because you have to wait for them to heal. So in a couple of weeks, when I get like smaller balls and smaller bars, I feel like I'm gonna be like, okay, these are perfect. Just like I was with my lip piercings. Like if you guys remember my video about my lip piercing, I had a really bad experience, and I had bars that were like sticking like all the way out here, and it just looked terrible. And then when I got these put in, I was like, okay, I love these piercings. So I definitely will love these eyebrows like 100% once I get my ideal jewelry in, but right now I'm just waiting for everything to heal. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping now. This is day 3. I honestly don't think much is going to change from this point. Like if there was significant bruising and swelling, it probably would have already happened by now. I've just been taking Tylenol when I wake up in the morning and like one at night, and that's been helping the swelling. I've had a little bit of headaches here and there while I'm at work, but that's about it. Like I haven't had any negative healing so far, at least. Okay, we're on day 4. of healing, and here's where we're at. I think the worst of the bruising is just there. Last night it was itching a lot. Like I really wanted to scratch the crap out of my eyeball and I couldn't. So we're getting to the phase where it's of course starting to heal. So the bruising's gonna get darker. It's gonna get itchy. Like that just kind of happens. Yeah, I honestly haven't had any issues with this side, like in any capacity. It's this side that's like bleeding more and being more swollen and bruised and everything. So yeah, it's kind of gross that I'm showing you guys that up close. But yeah, day 4, no issues other than it now starting to itch. And I'm about to take a shower and wash my face and everything for the day, so. Okay guys, we're now on the end of healing day 5. And I think that's the darkest the bruising's gonna get. It's just gonna get lighter from here. Just been itchy. That's it. So I feel like this is a good spot to like end this video here with like my first week's experience and just like my experience in general of getting my double eyebrows done. It was genuinely a really great experience. I will link who I went to down below, so if you live in like the West Georgia area, I absolutely recommend her. She was great. Her husband also works there and he did literally my entire sleeve, so they're both great there. So far, I'm like really loving the piercings. I've gotten used to them on my face. I actually just really love how proportional they are, and I can't wait to even get like smaller jewelry so they look even better. Now that my eyebrows are not as dark as they were, I'm definitely like more vibing into this. It's only been 5 days and my eyebrows have faded quite a lot, so I think I'm gonna have to be dyeing my eyebrows like once a week, which I don't really want to do. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. I will try to answer them the best that I can. Also, if there's any other type of videos that you guys would like to see on my channel, definitely let me know down below because I'm in a rut. I don't really know what content to make anymore. I'm not really doing much other than working and sleeping, so let me know what you want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.